Hello everybody, welcome back to the PvPerium channel. Here we are on the Holy Paladin. I hope you're enjoying the pre-patch. It's gone pretty well. We're going to try and run through as many healers as we can just before you start leveling up to 110. And as per usual, I'll try and smash through the talents bit relatively quickly. Most of you will know if you play Holy Paladin what they do. You've been fucking around with them. This is what I've come up with so far. I would say with the Holy Paladin more so than the Discipline Priest, you've got room for maneuver here. You can put in quite a lot of what you like rather than what's probably best, you know. There's a lot of playstyle choices, and that's nice for any class. Right, Bestow Faith is the one that I've gone for. Use a friendly target with Faithful. Basically, this is an oh shit button. Okay, you can click it on yourself or click it on myself right now. It's an instant cast, and it chucks a whole load of heals on you. There we go. And it should bloom at the end. Boom, there you go. That's a nice one. It's almost like, if you wanted to compare it to something, it's almost like Life Bloom on a Resto Druid, I suppose. Lights Hammer, chuck a hammer on the floor, heals everybody around you. It's got a 1 minute cooldown, but it is an instant cast. It's not a bad one at all if you want some AoE healing. I personally like the oh shit button because burst healing seems to have gone out the door a bit. There doesn't seem to be a huge amount of it from anyone that I've seen so far. It all seems to be minor raid healing. Right, Crusader's Might, Crusader Strike. Basically, this just reduces the cooldown time on your Holy Shock and your what the hell is it? Light of the Dawn. That's this one. Jizz in your face. I love that spell. It's really, really good. I like jizzing in people's faces. Now, Divine Steed. This is the good one. It basically allows you to mount up and fuck off for a few minutes. Good for getting out of a spot. I don't think you need it because you've got Hand of Freedom. Personally, up to you. Might be good for a Retribution Paladin, but I don't think it's that good for a Holy Paladin. Again, if you like it, use it. Now, Unbreakable Spirit, reducing the cooldown on your Divine Shield, Divine Protection. Right, this is all about saving your own ass. There are still a lot of stuns out there. That's what I've taken. It gets me out the shit a little bit more. Rule of Law increases the range of your heals and the reach of your mastery. So your mastery, basically what this does, your new mastery for a paladin is the closer you are to somebody, the more you're going to heal them. Okay, but that increases the range of your mastery essentially. Okay, so you don't have to be quite so close to get more efficient heals. You're all about being an incredibly inspiring motherfucker right now. They see you come in, they're like, oh my god, it's him, he's here, tally ho, let's go and kill someone. That's what a Holy Paladin is now. I kind of like that. Fist of Justice. It's good to fist people. We like that. You know, all the ladies love Milk Tray and all that. They also like a good fisting. I'm sorry about that. That's not nice. Let's move swiftly on. This just reduces the time on Hammer of Justice. Okay, you don't get Fist of Justice anymore. It's a shame. It just reduces the cooldown on it. I think it takes it now down to, what, a minute? Which is good, like from an overall perspective, because there's slightly less stuns. Because having a stun every 30 seconds from anyone was stupid. Repentance, you know what that is? It's like a sap. Blinding Light is an AoE stun. Again, you know, you know what that is. It's not really changed. Devotion Aura. Right, now your auras have changed. This now, I've picked this one. Allies within 10 yards take 20% reduced damage. Split over the number of allies in the aura. Basically, if you can receive the aura, you will take 20% less damage. If you activate Aura Mastery, which used to mean that you can't get stopped while casting, that's not the case anymore. I don't think it's quite as good now, to be honest. It basically increases the range by an extra, what, like 40 yards or something like that. So, Devotion Aura, I've taken a flat damage reduction. That's what I thought was going to be good. This one here, while you're above 75% health, basically damage is directed to you. Everyone that's, again, affected by Devotion Aura. Could be good for something like the arena. I think in rated battlegrounds you're going to end up taking so much damage all the time. It's probably not going to be a good idea. Up to you. See how it works. If I'm wrong, let me know, yeah, and I'll update it. Aura Mercy. This basically just gives health. It's like a tiny little renew spell to any 3 people that are around you. If you chuck up Aura Mastery, it's a tiny little renew spell for everyone that's around you. I don't think that's going to be that good, again, for a large battleground purpose, but for arenas, that might be good. I don't know. Again, because burst healing has been taken out of the game, little trickle heals actually are going to start accounting for a lot, so that might be a good one to take. It's worth a bit of research. Now, 75 talents. Divine Purpose, Light of the Dawn and Holy Shock have 15%. Basically, you just get a few free casts and shit like that. Yeah, reduces mana consumption. I used to find my Holy Paladin would consume quite a bit of mana. That should help things there. Holy Avenger, you can macro that with Avenging Wrath, although the cooldowns are slightly different. This got a minute and a half. Avenging Wrath is now 2 minutes, and that is with me taking, whatever the fuck it was, a talent earlier to reduce it. Right, so Holy Avenger, basically it's like a little miniature time warp or heroism for a paladin, purely on haste and healing spells though, okay? You just go a little bit nuts for, what is it, 20 seconds. Holy Prism, you just, again, you jizz in somebody's face with a slightly more directed beam, it spreads out. You either put it on an enemy and then it spreads healing to your allies, or you put it on an ally and it spreads damage to your enemies. Whatever you like to do. It's quite a flexible spell, doesn't do a huge amount, but it can be good. It's certainly convenient. This is the Fervent Martyr. This is one I've gone for. Casting Holy Light and Flash of Light on your beacon reduces the cost of your next Martyr spell. Right, so this Martyr spell is your new big motherfucker for a Holy Paladin. Sacrifice a portion of your own health and instantly heal an ally, okay? You take the damage done to equal to like 50% of the healing. Right, that doesn't then affect your beacon of light, okay? So the healing you're doing to this random person, you would normally then get a proportion of that spread to your beacon of light target. If you're using this Martyr spell, that doesn't do it. Again, that's to take the spikes off of all this burst healing, okay? Burst healing is gone, get out your heads. So what this does, casting Holy Light or Flash of Light on your beacon of light reduces the cost. That is in both mana and the amount of shit that you take, alright? Now, Sanctified Wrath. Avenging Wrath lasts 50% longer and also reduces Holy Shock's cooldown by 50%. Right, now, I haven't taken this because, again, you're not so dependent now as a Holy Paladin on Avenging Wrath. You are still quite reliant on it, but not to the degree that you were. Previously, Paladins were completely burst healers. That's not the case now. It's all smoothed out a bit. Judgment of Light. Judgment now applies Judgment of Light to a target, causing the next 40 successful touch. Basically, you judge a target. Anyone that hits that target gets a heal. But unfortunately, that effect can only occur once every second. And if you imagine if you've got, what, a warrior, a DK, and a rogue pounding on that target, there's fuck all healing is going to come out of that, quite realistically. Because they're going to be hitting every, I don't know, 0.2 or 3 seconds. He's going to have a hit landed on him. And having 1,587, I mean, it will be slightly larger than that with your abilities and such. I thought that was shite. Beacon of Faith. Basically, you can chuck up 2 beacons of light. The second beacon of light, well, called Beacon of Faith, is slightly worse than the first one. I don't particularly like that. It's too much tracking for me. I can't be bothered with it. Right, Beacon of the Lightbringer. Mastery now increases your healing based on the target's proximity. This makes you the inspiring motherfucker. They see you coming, you run up to them and cast a heal. You'll do even more. Okay, but not only that, this, jizzing in your face, there it is, you're covered in spunk, right, that now does more and goes further. Now this Light of the Dawn, this jizzy in the face spell, is really, really good. This is part of your rotation, do it as often as you can, it's fantastic. Beacon of Virtue replaces Beacon of Light. Apply a Beacon of Light to your target, 3 injured allies within 30 yards, your heals will heal all of them. It's good AoE healing, I quite like that. It could be good, that's another good option for you, I would say. See how it works, you might find it's much better than Light of the Dawn. I've got a real obsession with jizzing in people's faces, so I don't think I'm going to be switching anytime soon, but if proven otherwise, then I will have a look round. Right, let's get into the Battleground, show you how it plays, and let's move on. Hello everybody, welcome back. Here we go. Let's get straight into it. So we are on the Holy Paladin here. Like, it's worth mentioning that add-ons are still being updated. I have one called Healers Have to Die, which usually chucks a like a little red cross over somebody's head if they're a healer. That may be playing up a bit, and actually I'm rendering in the background, so this is this is really shit quality. I apologise for that, but it should serve a purpose. Let's get straight into it. So I'm going to chuck Beacon of Light up on that guy over there. So the proc there that you just saw on the screen, what that does is it either makes Flash of Light more effective, or it makes Holy Light cast much faster. Okay, so all we're going to do is spam the shite out of Flash of Light for now. Okay, and then as often as we can, we're going to jizz in somebody's face. There we go, we've just done that there. Luckily and wonderfully, we don't have... Right, let's check up Divine Protection there. Right, I'm going to pop Avenging Wrath. It's going to do a little bit more because I've got a monk on my ass. It doesn't help that I've just moved Healbot across my fucking screen. There we go. So this is what we're doing. This is it. We're going to start spamming the shit out of all of our buttons. But what we need to do, let's use the Martyr spell. You use it on Rigor here. You can see exactly what's going to happen. There you go. I went down a bit. He went up a bit. That's what just happened. That's exactly what this Martyr spell does. Okay, so we're going to jizz in somebody's face again. I've been holy locked. Right, unlike the priest, the only thing you can do is start using your Crusader Strike, of which you only have 2 of. but it's better than absolutely nothing. In any case for World of Warcraft, whatever you're doing, whether you're healing or whether you're doing damage, you should always be casting something, okay? And if you're holy locked, there we go, then just start hitting the guy that's been holy locking you, because at least it gives him something to think about. Right, okay, I've just hit a consecration there. That does virtually nothing for us. Right, so I'm going to change over my beacon of light target now and get Hand of Freedom on the go. Let's move over here. One thing it is also worth noting is that actually, and not being soloed by this monk, okay? You shouldn't be soloed by anybody at this point, alright? Holy locked again. Let's hit him in a few times. If you've got a couple of melee on you and you die, you shouldn't really have grounds for complaining too much. You're not supposed to be able to survive indefinitely. Now the trinket I've got here, because we haven't got any of these 110 talents yet, it still lasts for 3 minutes. Right, let's get back over here to where the raid is. And yeah, I thought that healers have to die add-on was going to play up. It's sat right in the middle of my screen. It's really fucking helpful. Right, so I just got a proc there, which means I've got my Light of the Dawn twice. He's getting a little bit frustrated now. I think this monk, he's actually started sapping me. Right, that's good for me because it means we're doing a good job. Right, okay, and this is how it carries on, basically. This is how we do our raid healing. With the priest at this point, what we'd be doing is screaming smite over everybody, but we're not going to do that as Holy Paladin. All we've got are our direct heals. But we have managed to keep up the raid quite nicely. Now, at this point in time, sorry, I haven't really been taking much of an interest in what's actually happening with regard to the Battleground. Let's kill this guy that was after us earlier. Holy Shock still does some damage. Come on, we're going to kill him? I don't know if Light of Dawn doesn't actually do any damage. That rogue got him for us. So, let's move back and let's protect our flag carrier. Good lord, the PC's chugging a bit, I think. So that's it. We went through our whole set of spells there. The only one that I didn't actually use at that point is Bestow Faith. That's our like our Life Bloom or like a heavy rejuvenate. It's more like Life Bloom in that it doesn't really do very much until right at the end when it procs. Now let's try and show you that here if I possibly can, because we've got a flag carrier. Who's our flag carrier? Night Wisp or something. Oh, right. Well, I'm looking at right. Let's chuck. There you go. It's on in there, and let's do our Martyr spell a couple of times. Avenging Wrath. Oh dear, I'm going to keep him up here. Again, he's got 4 melee on him, and they've got a healer. We're not expected to do that well here, whereas beforehand, what we could have hoped for at least. Right, we're holy locked. Let's try and get out of here if we can with a little bit of freedom. Oh god, here we go. Clicking the wrong spells, that's not good. Holy locked again. Right, now that holy lock is not actually DRing very well. I'm not sure what that's about. I think that might have been 2 different spells. One was a silence, and the other was a kick. Let's kick up Aura Mastery, because what that's going to do is it's going to extend to our Paladin over there. I haven't got Beacon of Light up, so I'm not doing very well here at all. Alright, let's see if we can help myself a little bit here. I've still got Divine Protection. Let's chuck that up now. Right, and what I can do in my little bubble, because Master Spell now still works for a priest, but it's really, really slow. And it looks like this guy's not particularly interested anyway. The Paladin can't have locked him out for that long. So we've got the Beacon up on the Paladin over there. And we're doing quite nicely here, really, against what is a Hunter. Let's check our Martyr spell on him a few more times. Oh dear, we're really struggling to keep him up here. I'm getting quite a few procs and stuff. So I've had quite a few Holy Shocks for free. Now he's going to go down here, and it's just going to be me. Fuck. Right, let's try and get out of here if we can with our life. Let's stun him, make life a little bit more difficult, and try and hopefully split his DPS from his from the healer, if we possibly can. I'm going to actually use my trinket here. I've still got absolutely love it. We've still got lay on hands, everybody. But what we have managed to do in this, it may look pointless and you think, why use cooldowns and so on? What this has actually done is he had 3 DPS to defend him, that flag carrier. Now he's got none. All 3 of them have just come over to try and kill me. That's what we want to do. And actually, what you'll see is I'm actually not doing too bad a job of holding my own. I'm going to die. It's going to happen. If you've got 3 melee on you, or 3 of any sort of damage dealing class on you, and you're surviving, then they are doing something drastically wrong. You're not supposed to be that tanky. My heals aren't that big. I'm going to die in the stun here. I'll put up Divine Protection just to make things a little bit more difficult for them. If they kick this, it's all over. No, we're still up. There we go. Right, well, that's Holy Paladin. That's it in a nutshell, okay? You can see that the healing is not that bad, but at the same time, your spike is gone, even when you smash Avenging Wrath. Here we go, see? There we are. Just because we held those 3 DPS up, the rest of the raid was able to take them down, and we've got a flag cap out of it. So that's what we always want. I'll play the rest of this Battleground. You can see how I play, but those are ultimately the buttons, and that's what you're looking for. I'll try an Avenging Wrath, this Druid down here. Where is it? All right, because what I can do is I can show you what I have got with regards to spam healing. There you go. Well, what are these? 49. So we're doing 50k, 74k heals there. Alright, so that's not too bad really from a divine, for like major cooldown spot. 74,000 was the highest heal I hit there. That's not too bad at all. I'll stop talking, I'll check on some crappy music, and if you want to watch the rest, please do. Any questions, chuck it in the comments. Thanks now.